But I'm old school, hey?
Yeah.
I know how it used to be. When I went to high school, studying the Lucky Country.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Donald Horn.
I just want to try.
I do. There's some things with Horn I disagree with because he had a very technocratic view of how Australia should be. But
I'd have to read it again. But I remember my husband and I were in business, and
I'm sorry.
yeah.
No, perhaps not.
I said to them once, I think they were a bit surprised, but I think they're going to get another six for the second time. So, what's your my name's Gary.
Hey, how you going?
I do part of an escort.
Are you, Joe Gouch? Mechanic in Beaconsfield? I've seen you before somewhere.
I do traffic control.
Oh, yeah.
I do drug tests. Well, they're all various occupations. I was listening to the police scanner earlier. I heard the siren and I'm just like, oh yeah, what's going on? They got a couple of stolen cars or something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they found them or they were stolen.
They got them. There was a whole of blue at Shakespeare Street, Nebo Road.
Right.
No, the cars, there's police cars damaged, but at least they got them.
Oh, what? They ran them off the road or something?
No, they're all in the road. If you have a look on Mackay Chrome Watch on Facebook.
Mackay Chrome Watch.
Chrome Watch. And, where I started that was because I looked up and I saw a picture of our current government in that just gone so soft. You listen to the police, they can't chase a car, they'll pull up and they'll say, this car's just run away, those cars just gone, I'll put the sirens on, the lights and the car's just gone.
Yeah, no chase policies.
Yeah, whereas see RHR, they were out the back of Brisbane Street the other night, they vandalised a police car with a captain.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Well, one of the cars there's another car that they just found that was a brand new Triton and burned out, and they've taken the tray off. Someone bought the tray.
Oh, they were stripping it for parts.
Yeah, but no, they paid it with well, where I'm just going is basically society in general. I don't know. I was just like, sorry, I'm 59. Flames, we dropped our guard. Just got busy working or whatever. What I was saying is, I used to have meetings with Russ Higgins and they were naughty, but at least they did something for the state. This lot was still naughty, but they're not doing anything for us. And I drive, well, it's not been safe. I don't want to sit down. I drive all day.
I do all day, 13 hours a day.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, no, I don't want to sit down. So who do you drive for?
I work for mines, I drive redump.
Oh yeah, which mine?
Green Yellow.
That's probably where you know me. One stage I was silly enough to be driving buses for the
On mine side?
Yeah. Oh, that's just, to me, that came down as one of the pits of the jobs that I've ever done. Oh, it's horrible. Everyone likes to do a split shift and be paid $20-something an hour.
Oh, it's changed now.
Yeah, I see
There's a few
that.
seats.
But it took all of us to leave.
We might kick off, guys, because it's 7:10 and I don't want to be here all night. It's great to see so many people here. Just talking about before, we think this might be one of the biggest ones we've done so far. We've done 7 forums down the coast. We've done 2 in Cairns, 1 in Townsville, 1 at Innisfail, 1 at Mount Isa, and also 1 at Walkham near Mareeba. And I think this is just about topping the Cairns one, which is the biggest one, the first one we did. So thank you guys for turning up. I'd like to thank a couple of the members that have turned up. We've got George Christensen, member for Dawson, Robbie Catter, member for Traeger, Martin Bella, Regional Councillor, and also Stephen Andrew, member for Morani. We have a list of apologies. We have Michelle Landry, federal member for California. Google changed it to California. Nick Samete, state member for Hitchinbrook. Julian Gilbert, state member for Mackay. Jason Costigan, state member for Good Sundays.
Yeah, right.
Now, a little bit of the housekeeping. We've got toilets outside to the right. We've got water to coffee up the back there if anyone's thirsty. And questions we're trying to keep to the end of the speaker's presentation. My name is Ian Anderson. I'm your MC for tonight. And I'll just give you a little bit of detail about myself. I'm an accountant from Cairns. I've been in accounting for 29 years, been in business for 23 of those years. Got involved in the Move Brisbane about a year ago. They needed a treasurer. And it's just gone from snowball from week to week. And we feel like we're starting to get a bit of a kick on the last couple of months. Also came from a bit of a background in the sugar industry around the Gordon area. So born and bred up in that area. So that's all I'd like to say about myself. Our mission is to secure for the residents of Central and North Queensland a referendum to vote on the proposition of forming a new state of the Commonwealth of Australia. So we'll probably start getting into speakers because we've got a few speakers to get through. And the first one we've got on our list is Bill Bates. Now Bill's a self-funded retiree. He served in the ADF for 24 years, worked for Telstra for 5 years, and was self-employed for a further 10 years, just before retiring and just before the GFC. So I'll hand you over to Bill Bates. He's our president of the Move Brisbane.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to see such a good crowd here. We always had a bit of a worry because centred in Cairns, we sort of had to do this by a little bit of remote control, and we did come down on Tuesday and do a bit of boxing and visiting businesses and that. But hopefully the word's got out there through Facebook and our mail outs from our webpage. On a recent arrival to North Queensland, I was born in West Australia before joining the ADF and spent most of my time in Victoria and while bouncing around the whole of Australia and overseas for a while. And then I came up here I first came to North Queensland about 2006 just for a visit and started becoming a regular visit, and I moved up here in 2012. For most of the time, being retired, you have a bit more time to read the paper and sort of also listen to the radio, especially talkback radio. And one of the common themes was the general level of complaint in regards to Brisbane's treatment of people in Central and North Queensland. Now, the catalyst for starting with Brisbane was the 2017 redistribution. That redistribution resulted in 4 additional seats being created in South East Queensland. So Central and North Queensland were left with about 19 seats in the 93-seat parliament. So it diminished our representation in the parliament. And the way that we've got projected the growth in population, the southeast Queensland is going to continue to rapidly expand in population, at least twice to 3 times at least the regional Queensland. So that means in another 8 years we'll do another redistribution, and you can bet the same thing is going to happen. They'll need to create new seats in southeast Queensland, or if they don't, they'll need to take seats away from regional Queensland. So our representation will be diminished. So up there you can see you've got Cairns, you've got those large areas electorates with just one representative each. You've got the Cairns area with 5, 4 around Townsville, 3 around Mackay and Rockhampton, and then you've got Adelaide there as well. And that's basically our whole representation in that parliament. So from there, you can see roughly there's 20 spread out across the whole of the state compared to 2001. And we expect in the next redistribution we'll still have about 20, and they'll go up to 78 again. So the point is we can continue as it is and continue with our representation being diminished, and only stable in the rest is repression. Prior to federation, creation of new colonies was quite common. We started off with just New South Wales, and by the time of about 1859, we had 6 colonies, and Queensland was the last one to be found. So there was a natural progression as the nation grew. There was a growth in representation for different areas. Even after federation, or even before federation, there was also education, especially in Queensland, for additional breakup of the state. There's movements to create central Queensland as a colony and North Queensland as a colony. Those actions went on the back burner once federation started to become talked about, and the movements that were trying to do that set those movements aside to make sure the federation went ahead. But even after federation, there was moves to create additional states, and the Constitution provided for it. We have a whole chapter divided into the creation of new states. Now it's nearly 120 years since federation, and we've had no new states created. And the main difference is we had colonies created because you didn't have to appeal to the New South Wales government to become a new state. What you did, people appealed directly to Britain, and got a letter of payment to establish a new colony. However, the way the Constitution's now been written, all the power for initiating a new state lies in the Parliament of the state Parliament. So unless you can twist the arm of the state Parliament to give you a referendum or support it, you're sort of a bit of a loss. Now, we have the example of New England. New England, they agitated for a new state, basically since the 1920s. The movement went into recession on a number of occasions because of the First World War, the Depression, and then World War II. But after World War II, in about 1950, it really re-established itself. The New England state movement, by 1950, well and truly re-established. And it had the situation where it had so much support that it had great influence over the then country part. And basically, you were not going to become candidate for the Country Party unless you support the idea, proposition of the new state of New England. They also, in those days, your local papers were independently owned. Your radio stations were independently owned. So the locals could put pressure on those outlets to sort of say, well, you support us or we don't put the advertising on, things like that. So the local media was a big driver of the movement in regards to getting the message out and making sure there was public support. Unfortunately today, most of our media is owned by large conglomerates. And although they do have some freedom in regards to what they present at, you cannot expect them to sort of get fully behind these sort of things, unless they're Sydney masters or that say so. The New England movement, with the influence on the Country Party, managed to coerce the Aspen Liberal Party that prior to the 1965 election, they made an agreement that if they won the election, the Liberal government, or coalition government between the Country Party and the Liberals, would give the people of New England the referendum. They won the 1965 election, and so the Aspen Liberal government was basically had to deliver the referendum. So after the 65 election, you can see the Liberal and the Country Party had the majority, and that way they were able to get the legislation through for the referendum act. So